The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Dalit Sahai, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. President Isaias Afwerki arrives in Cairo for an official visit. Efforts to empower women in the northern Red Sea region. India farmers' protest march resumes. And thousands ordered to flee while they can. A bushfire burnt in Australia's south. On our local news, President Isaias Afwerki arrived in Cairo, Egypt today for a 3-day official visit following an invitation of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of Republic of Egypt. Upon his arrival, President Isaias was accorded a warm welcome by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi at the Al-Ittihadiyya place where the official welcoming ceremony took place. The ceremony was attended by the Eritrean delegation, Mr. Osman Saleh, Foreign Minister, and Mr. Faisal Gebrselassie, Eritrean Ambassador to the Egypt. From the Egyptian side, Mr. Sameh Shukri, the Egyptian Foreign Minister, was present among other notables. Following the welcoming ceremony, President Isaias and President al-Sisi held a meeting focusing on strengthening bilateral relations and regional and international issues of mutual interest. In honor of President Isaias' visit to President al-Sisi hosted a lunch banquet of Eritrean President and his accompanying delegation. President Isaias Afwerki left for Republic of Egypt in the early morning hours of today for a 3-day official visit at invitation of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Ms. Jim'a Raki, head of the National Union of Eritrean Women branch in the northern Red Sea region, said that strengthening organizational capacity has significant contribution in developing the participation of women in the national affairs. Noting that the union is exerting strong effort in cooperation with partners to stop underage marriage and female genital mutilation, as well as organizing vocational training programs with a view to develop the overall capacity of women. Ms. Jim'a called on women to take advantage of the opportunities being provided. Ms. Jim'a also indicated that education is a vital role for women to increase their participation in the national development programs and called on the public in general and administrators and stakeholders to play due part in the effort to increase females' enrollment in schools. Indicating that strong efforts will be exerted to develop economic capacity of Union branch, Ms. Jim'a called on members to play due part in the effort. The participants on their part conducted extensive discussion on the issues raised at the meeting and adopted various recommendations. The viewers will be back with the international news shortly. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. India farmers' protest resumed its march to the capital after talks with the government failed to end an impasse over their demand for guaranteed crop prices. India farmers began their protest march last week, where they stopped some 200 kilometers from New Delhi as police fires rounds of tear gas. Punjab's shared borders with the state of Haryana have become protest sites for the farmers attempting to reach New Delhi. The majority of protesters' farmers are from the two states. Last week, the farmers paused their protest and knelt down near the town of Shambhu, close to the border between Punjab and Haryana, as their union engaged in discussion with the government ministers. They rejected the proposal offering them 5 years contracts of guaranteed prices and set at certain crops including maize, grain and cotton, and decided to resume their march on Wednesday. The protesters organized said the farmers are seeking new legislation that would guarantee minimum price for 23 crops. The farmers believe that it would help stabilize their income. They are also pressing the government to follow through the promise to waive loans and withdraw legal cases brought against them during the earlier 2021 protests. On our last news, more than 2,000 people have been ordered to evacuate from towns in the west of Australia, Victoria State, due to the bushfire burning out in control since Thursday. Roughly 50 square kilometers is blazed northwest of Ballarat. A similar area is also burning out of control farther in the west. The state emergency service urged residents in the town of Raglan and Beaufort, home to around 2,000 people, and those surrounding areas to leave while it was still safe and head in the east nearby region, half of Ballarat, 95 kilometers west of Melbourne. Large swathes of state area in high alert of fire, and the Bureau of Meteorology on Thursday issued extreme fire danger warning for several districts due to the hot, dry winds and potential for thunderstorms. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. President Isaias Afwerki arrives in Cairo for an official visit. Efforts to empower women in the northern West Sea region. India farmers' protest march resumes. And thousands ordered to flee while they can. Bushfire burns in Australia's south. That is all with our local and international news. Dear viewers, thanks for watching and have a good night.